Hello, campers, lovers of the great outdoors. You know, a couple weeks back, I had a very humbling experience. Okay, I bought this awesome Kelty Red Cloud 110 liter backpack, and I said, well, I'm going to go have a nice overnighter and stuff. And foolishly, I overpacked. I say foolishly because it really was. It was too much weight, too much stuff. So I said, with me, uh, I want to get a pack that's going to be about a 2 mile range, 2 miles, something that I can carry comfortably and have all the comforts that I want. So, and not spend a fortune. So I'll show you what I have in my pack, and I hope you enjoy it. And as a bonus, I will have some coffee today, and I'm going to show you, if you haven't seen it already, this is, without a doubt, the ESBIT COOKSET. All right, we're going to take a look at that. So first things first, again, like I say, this is the ESBIT solid fuel COOKSET. Okay, it's small, very compact, and light. I believe that it's made out of aluminum, and this is what you get. You get this nice stuff sack. Very nice. I like the stuff sack a lot. Okay, and inside the stuff sack, if I can get it out, you have the pot. It's a 16-ounce pot or a 400 milliliter pot. Okay, and what I like about it, I like the lid, and I like the fact that it's got a little pouring spout on it. Okay, that's kind of neat. And I have a second stuff sack. Inside here is the burner, the stove part of it. And inside I have some ESBIT fuel cubes that are not supplied. And I have my little potted meat stove. I'm going to be using this today with some denatured alcohol to make my coffee. Very nice kit, affordable, very nice price on it. Alright, I'm going to come out of this pack that I've been wearing and walking around. Let me tell you what I did. If you don't know what your body can handle, the wise thing to do, I've since gained this wisdom, is to put the stuff that you want, the minimum amount of stuff in your pack that you want to bring. Not that you have to, but that you want to bring. Okay? When I go camping, I like some comforts. Okay? And anyway, my pack now, I don't have the chair attached, but right now this pack, I guess, this is just truly an educated guess, it's probably around 23, 24 pounds, something like that. And when I put my chair on, that's going to add another 3 pounds. So I'm going to be looking at 28, 30 pounds, as opposed to between 45 and 50 pounds the last time. Okay, so here we go. Here's the pack. In the top, at the very top, I have a very much a dressed down first aid kit at the very top. Okay, in the side pouches, I have, last time I used a big silky saw. Now I've gone with the smaller Baco Laplander saw, just in case if I need one. And as a backup knife, I have the Light My Fire fire knife. You can see I've been striking it. Okay, backup knife. Now, I've gone to a better storage container for my alcohol wipes. Like I say, dual purpose item, medical for cleanup, and also and disinfectant, and it is just an amazing fire starter. Now I've got a better container. Stanley gave me this with Deep South experience, and I love it. And these things are packed full. I can get many, many fires and wood stove lights from this one tube. Small roll of bank line. I want to have enough cordage. If I want to string a tarp up in a certain way, I want to have everything I need. Or if I want to use it for other things. Now I'm going to open up the pack itself, the main body of the pack itself. Oh, let me also get this out. 1 bottle of water. 1 16-ounce bottle of water, because for hydration from when I start to along the way getting to the campsite, I want 1 bottle of water ready to go. I also feel the need to say that this pack is packed for this time of the year, which is early summer. Lots of heat down here where I live. This is my possibles bag right here. Okay, we'll get into that, show you that. Possibles bag, wood stove, frying pan and food kit. I'll show you that. The BCB Crusader kit. This isn't lightweight now. I'm not doing ultralight backpacking. Water filter, complete water filtration system. Something I sorely needed last time. This is my this is my ground sheet and hammock straps in here. Small sleeping bag. It says 40 degrees. It's an Ozark trail, so you can take that 40 degrees and throw it out the back door. It's good for about 55 degrees. My protection, which I will probably relocate. And this is my green tarp that I'll use to put over my hammock. A green tarp. Love this little tarp. It's lightweight, good sil nylon. I really like that tarp. My hammock. Okay, and my other cutting tool would be my Tramontina machete. See, do I have anything else in here? I do not. And that's it. That's the complete contents of the bag. So now, I'm going to zoom in. We'll take a look at what I have in the possibles bag. Before we get into the possibles bag, I'm going to get into this. Okay, got this little stove here. Now this has a really nice little place to put your cube in, and I've used it. I should have put a piece of aluminum foil on it, but I didn't. But I've cleaned it up since. But I'm going to tell you, those little good gosh, those ESBIT cubes, they're foul. I'm not a big fan of them. They don't have a really good smell. But I do like, in contrast, the smell of an alcohol burner. I really do. Now I'm going to get my light my fire. I'm also going to add my water to my pot. You may have noticed that I didn't have a quote-unquote fire kit. Well, I don't need much of one. This is about all I need. Is when I have those wipes, that's about it. I'm going to have 2 different ways of making a fire. I'll have a lighter with my wipes, and I will have 2 ferro rods. So between the 2, it should be fine. So, as you can see, or maybe you can't, I have my alcohol going, and we'll talk about what's in this Possibles pouch. In my Possibles pouch, what I have is more cordage. More cordage, and in my area, I like to use the aluminum type stakes. I like the aluminum ones because a couple of reasons. They're thicker and they seem to grab the ground better than those little narrow steel ones, okay? And they're light. And I have lots of cordage in here. I'm a big fan of cordage. I have a pair of leather gloves. These aren't particularly expensive, but they're good. They're really good gloves. And they're brand Spitfire new. They fit well. It's going to come in handy dealing with hot items, with cooking, and it's going to come in handy with processing firewood and things like that. Now, in here, I have some parts of my cooking kit, okay, and toiletries. I know that's a heck of a thing. Eating and going, you know, number 1 or 2. But Bob's butt wipes, Bob's insect repellent wipes, and I have a sponge, and I have some garlic powder, black pepper, salt, and Tony Chachere's spice, okay? Sort of a minimum spice kit, and I have one of these military can openers. Now, another thing I have is a multi-tool. This isn't a very expensive one. It's not. It's an Ozark Trail. But anyway, I think a multi-tool is a must. I really do. I have 2 different types of insecticides. I've got Repel, which isn't very expensive, 40% DEET, and then I have, of course, the Sawyer clothing and gear intense insect repellent, and this stuff is awesome, and it works. I also have, here again, comfort item. This is a small camping light that goes on. It's a black diamond little light that goes on my ridge line in my hammock. I like it. And for me seeing, I have the Olight headlamp, rechargeable. This thing goes on forever and ever, as well as this Olight mini baton. That's all I need. I clamp it to my baseball cap and it's awesome. And in here I have just 2 little battery banks. They're not the best, but they get me through a couple of nights. This bad boy will charge a cell phone up about 3 or 4 times. This one you'll get 1 good charge and a little bit of another one. So that's all that goes in my Possibles bag. Okay, put it all back, and I got to tell you, there's some considerable weight in this bag. So the heaviest thing in my pack is going to be, without a doubt, this pouch. The second heaviest thing is going to be this food bag. Okay, now what this is a sunwall pouch, okay, for one of these gazebo type deals. But inside of it is a cooking pot and all my food and drinks. Why do I say drinks? Because I'm going to be filtering water, and I've got some grape crushes because I like it. I just like it. It's just my thing. I like the grape flavor, and I won't get tired of it. And because creek water, you can filter it all you want to, but it's still going to have a little creek water taste. The pan itself, this is the Sterno pan, square pan. Okay. In here I've got my coffee, which I need, El Cafe Sexo Robusto. I have in here, what's in this container is a day and a half's worth. Now in here I've got pasta rice sides. I have biscuit mix if I want to make bannock, or biscuit on a stick. I have, or bannock on a stick, whatever. but I have Spam single classics. My plan was, oh, let me also get this. Okay, grilled and ready chicken. This is Tyson grilled and ready that I was going to use with this. And I noticed, well, one thing that is conspicuously missing is with the Spam, plan was to bring a couple of eggs in an egg carrier. I've got a small 2-egg egg carrier that I'll use in conjunction with this for breakfast. So right here I have all the food, with the exception of the eggs. I've got all the food and drinks really for a day. I mean, seriously. I could bring some ramen noodles, whatever. I'd have, you know, another meal. But anyway, it's a lot of food. A lot of food. This is a lot less weight than the Pathfinder skillet that I took with me the other day. Now, another thing, the BCB Crusader set. I chose this for 2 reasons. Number one, I have a water storage container that I will need after I've filtered my water. I need a vessel to put it in, so I've got this canteen. The second, well, there's three reasons, I guess. Another reason is because it has the plastic Crusader cup. I like drinking out of a plastic cup or something that doesn't conduct heat like a metal cup. I absolutely despise, and you know, to each his own, but I hate drinking out of a metal cup because it's so hot, and I want to be able to drink right now, not when stuff has to cool down, the metal has to cool down and all that. No. But also, with this pot, it will work with a stove, either the wood stove that I have, or it has one of these, a cup stove that you can just sit the cup on, okay? I can use hand sanitizer, or I can use the denatured alcohol, and I've got a stove. With this, with that pan, built-in pan at the bottom, I can just fill it up and go if I want to make a quick coffee right from my hammock. That is why I chose that. And of course I've got a spoon in here and the plastic lid for that cup. Speaking of cups, it should be getting close to coffee time. Oh man, you guys missed it. You guys missed it. One of those stupid yellow flies flew straight into that flame. That was awesome. Well, it appears, that I've got me one heck of a boil. Yes, sir, that little sucker works well. And look at that heat. Denatured alcohol. Got to be careful if you get out in windy conditions, you know, to have a nice little windscreen for it. Da, 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 da. I'm going to let that alcohol just go ahead and burn. It shouldn't last much longer. There we go. Perfect. Perfect amount for that cup. That's just about on the money. And because it's so hot, I'm going to have to cool it down a little bit. It's alright, I put enough coffee in there. It shouldn't weaken it very much. Alright, coffee time. And speaking of lightweight, you know that little cook kit, the little ESBIT cook kit, it's awesome for lightweight stuff. But what it is, guys, it says it's a cook set. But you're not supposed to put any kind of acidic foods in it, tomato sauce and things like that. So, in my view, it's not really a cook set. It's a water heater, okay? But if you're going out and you're going to be making hot beverages And if you're going to mountain house it, or whatever brand you prefer, Packet Gourmet or whatever, but if you plan to use dehydrated meals for all of your trip, this isn't a bad little setup. It's really not. It's light, and it's a good setup. Golly. Here's to you, my friends, and I mean it. Okay. For me, with my current physical condition, terrain, 2 miles is about my max, because I strapped it on and I walked it. And I walked it, and it didn't, when I was at the end of my walk, okay, I could definitely feel the pack. I could feel it. But it wasn't killing me. It wasn't weighing me down. It wasn't drudgery. It was okay. I could feel it. Had a good little, presence. I was happy to take it off, but I wasn't overwhelmed by the weight of it. Now, my terrain here in South Mississippi is mainly flat, but where I go camping sometimes, yeah, we got some little rolling hills. Nothing in comparison to any mountainous region or a hilly region. I know that opinions will vary as far as what to pack, what to bring, and what your personal favorites are, and the things that you deem as must-haves. I'm speaking right now, this is just a suggestion for what I need for my size and physical condition and all that kind of stuff. But it may be different. You may be able to haul, everything but the kitchen sink, or you may have to go a little bit lighter. This is not in any way meant to be an ultralight camping video. It's not. What it's meant to be is my personal camping bag that I take to hike in, spend the night or two, and come back in relative comfort. One of the biggest, I hate to say this, I really do, but it's sort of a joke, is the bug out bag people. God bless them. I love them. I'm with you. I'm one of you. But they'll put so much in that bag. And I tell you what, I'm included with it. I'm going to redo my bug out bag because it's going to be too damn heavy. It's going to be too heavy. But 2 miles for me, I can do 2 miles. In a stress situation, I suppose I could do 5, 10 miles, you know what I mean? But comfortably, this bag is for me to go camping, backpack camping, not car camping, and I can deal with that. I would strongly advise you, before you set out trekking in the woods for an overnighter, don't repeat the same mistake that I made. I mean, load your pack with a minimum that you think you can get by with. Now, another point. The pack that I used a couple of weekends back was a Kelty 110 Red Cloud, okay, 110 liter backpack, okay? So its capacity was really good. It's a big pack. So I stuffed it full of just things that I just thought I might need. Well, what I did when I came back from the camping trip is I took the gear out and I looked at what did I actually use, what did I not use. And that's how I began my editing, okay? So think along those terms. What do you actually know you're going to use, and let that be the foundation, and resist the urge to add items that you don't really need, okay? Another thing that I did that is a huge help was, instead of using the Red Cloud pack, I used this green pack that I got off Amazon. Believe it or not, it's one of the exceptions and not the rule. This pack cost me about $40, and it's got a decent capacity. I can't remember what it was. I think it's I've got one that's a 70 liter, and I think this one is like a 55 liter, I think. I think it is, because it's smaller. It's way smaller than that 70. But so that's another tool that you can use, is grab a pack that has you know, 55 liters down, and load that, because it will force you to leave some items that you'd like to have maybe, but you don't really need. But this, again, this is a camping bag that has items that I both need and that I want for my own personal comfort. Another is this chair that I'm sitting in. I love this chair. This chair is a bit heavy. It's got steel construction. I want to find myself a lighter chair, something made of aluminum, you know. I need a chair because I've got bad knees and I'm not going to sit on the ground. I'm not going to do it. But that's just me. So anyway, food for thought. Use some good, common, everyday horse sense when it comes to your pack capacity and what you actually put into the pack, and you will be way ahead of the game. Don't make the same mistakes old Uncle Don made. It's not fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing, I mean, it's been around forever, but still, taking a look at the ESBIT Solid Fuel COOKSET. It's a good one. Just don't cook in it. From Donnie Pavlini Outdoors to you and yours, as always and forevermore, have an awesome day, an awesome week. Get out in the woods. I'll see you there. Take care.